All right. This meeting is being recorded. So, good evening, everyone. This is Ray G., the chair of the Neighborhood Board number 12, and I will call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. Thank you all for being in attendance. May I ask Neighborhood Assistant Zoidel to please do the roll call.
Member Iona. Here. Member Isley.
Here.
Chair G is here.
Yes, present.
Member Geard. Kathy.
Agree. Here.
Audrey.
I'm here. Thank you.
Paula.
Here.
Kaulana. Not here yet. Mike.
Present.
Larry Smith. That's not him. He's on. Patrick. Patrick is on. Sylvia.
Here.
Got 9.
Thank you very much. We have quorum. Thank you, Zoidel. Item number 3, let's start with the status reports. It's 3 minutes each maximum with questions to follow. You can find the reports if you want to follow on the board's shared drive, and the link is in the agenda. Let's start off with the Honolulu Fire Department. Is anyone here from the Honolulu Fire Department?
Aloha, I'm Captain Villalon with the Nuʻuanu Fire Station. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the statistics for September was that we only had 1 nuisance fire. We had 3 activated alarms. We had 36 medicals, 5 motor vehicle crashes, and 1 mountain rescue. Our safety tip is that seasonal decks are on seasonal decorations, and it's that with the holiday season just around the corner, consider fire-resistant, non-combustible decorations. Choose only Underwriters Laboratory-approved electrical decorations, and follow manufacturer's instructions for both installation and load. Use lights that are in good repair. Always turn lights off before leaving your home or going to bed. Do not overload power strips, surge protectors, and extension cords, and never leave candles unattended. And again, secure lighters and matches out of reach from children.
Thank you very much for your report. Members of the board, do you have any questions for the fire representative?
I have a question.
You're recognized, Paula Kurshigin. Please go ahead.
First of all, thank you, Fire Department, for all you do. We have the same problem at 3217 Ka'uhinani, where the grass is getting as high as the house, and we want to know if there's a community group that might want to cut the grass and take away the straw, or what we can do as a community to figure out what we don't want as a fire.
That is a very real concern. I know that there are a few groups, but I think the only one I know of right now in the area is in Papakulea. But I will follow up on that with you. I know we do have a work group that was going out and kind of checking on it. I don't know exactly what's in their purview, but yeah, we'll pass it on to those guys. So just to be clear, I got 3217 Ka'ohinani.
3217
Okay,
Ka'uhinani Drive.
got it.
And then that really has been continuous I did have the rubbish taken away from the front of the house, which took a little while, but we're not sure why they've gotten citations from what I hear. But I'm third party, and I'm just trying to help the neighbors to do what needs to be done to secure the area. The people next door are really worried now.
All right, yeah, I'll follow up on that for you for sure.
Whatever you can do. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you, Paula.
Great job, you folks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fire Department. Do we have anyone from the public that has any questions for the Fire Department? If not, thank you again for your report. We really appreciate your presence tonight from the Honolulu Fire Department. Thank you. Item number B on the agenda, let's start with the Honolulu Police Department. Do we have a representative from District Number 1? That's Central Oahu. This is the
Hi,
area.
yes.
We do.
My name is Sergeant Stewart.
Sergeant, yes, please go ahead. You are recognized. We look forward to your report.
I'm Sergeant Stewart from District 1. Our stats for September include motor vehicle thefts. We have 3 for September, as opposed to 3 for the previous month. Burglary is 2, as opposed to 2 for the previous month. Theft cases are at 4, as opposed to 2 for the previous month. UNVs are at 2, as opposed to 0. Assault cases, we have 1, which is good. It decreased from as opposed to 6 from the previous month. Drug cases, we have 3, as opposed to 0 from the previous month. And motor vehicle collisions have gone down by 1, and they're at 24. The total call for services, 557, as opposed to 532 for the previous month. Right now, to sort of combat the crime statistics over there, uniform and plainclothes operations are still ongoing. We have uniform officers responding to calls all the time. We saturate the area with officers. Visibility is a key. Keeping up with visibility helps a lot. Doing a lot of checks in parks and schools helps a lot too. You guys have any questions?
Thank you, Sergeant Stewart. Members of the board, do you have any questions for Sergeant Stewart regarding his report?
I do.
Yes, Miss Paula Kuroshiga, you are recognized.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I've heard from, I don't know if it's all true, but for your area, I heard that in Manoa, they're going to be giving out free shirts for people that walk. And it might be CP, but I'm trying to figure out if you do give out free shirts for people who are just walking and do not attend CP or NSW meetings. Is there anything we can know for our area? Because it would be helpful to find out whether they got to make their own or pay for their own. And I checked with District 5, and they said, oh no, we don't give out free. It's usually the police officers that give out from their pocket. So if you are doing that in Manoa, I would really like to know about who the police officer is that's so rich. Thank you. Not to be funny, sorry.
No, I can definitely inquire and find out what the situation is with D7 and if they give out free shirts.
Especially Manoa, which is part of our boards, neighborhood board.
Yeah, I can find out.
NSW makes up the neighborhood board, but you folks, we're all separated. So, but if you are giving out free shirts, people over here want some too. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I know I'm not aware of any free shirts being given out in District 1 by CPT either, but I can find out.
I don't think so. I think they got to buy their own and they're too cheap, but they don't want to attend any meetings either, even for CP or NSW.
Thank you, Paula, for your question.
Thank you.
Any other members? Any other
Sergeant.
members with any other questions for um, Sergeant Stewart?
Patrick is
Patrick Smith has a question. Please go ahead. Sorry, Patrick, did you have a question?
his hands raised.
We can't hear. You're muted, Patrick. You're still muted, sorry.
Now,
There, that's better. Oh, it's muted again, sorry. One more time.
Muted.
The microphone is red.
oh, okay. How about now?
There you go.
Yeah, I was trying to change my output. Anyway, sorry about the delay. Sergeant Stewart, I wanted to pass on a thanks from, I spoke to the safety coordinator for the protest on Saturday, who's a former police officer himself. And he said, and I assume it was a joint police operation, not just District 1, but he just went on about what an outstanding job the police department and other law officials did at the rally. And as a former officer himself, he was very impressed. So if you would pass that on to your superiors and just say thank you as part of the community. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Member Smith. Do we have any other members with a question for Sergeant Stewart? If not, any members of the public with any questions for Sergeant Stewart from District 1?
We have one here.
Yes, please go ahead, sir. Identify yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Joseph Chu, and this question is for Sergeant Stewart. I was wondering if you are aware of any speed enforcement campaign upcoming, especially for the holiday season, because on the public highway, people are just speeding at just incredible speeds, and it has caused a lot of grief and heartache, traffic accidents, and fatalities. I know that manpower is an issue, but we're hoping that there would be speed enforcement really stepped up. Have you heard of any campaign or any program that's coming up?
Yes, so we do have federal funded programs ongoing right now where officers are going out 5-hour shifts, and this happens throughout the week. And our goal is to conduct traffic enforcement, including speeding. So officers are taking out the speed laser and they're conducting traffic enforcement, as well as other type of traffic enforcement too. A big one for us is distracted drivers. Drivers being on their cell phones. I know for a fact, just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went out with 4 officers, and we got a total of 19 cell phones distracted drivers in a matter of 4 or 5 hours, which is kind of a lot. And this is during the daytime, which makes it even harder. So I know there's upcoming. I know there's one already for our district. We have, I think, 2 next week. And this should be sustained throughout the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Any other members of the public? If not, thank you, Sergeant Stewart, for your report and the informative information about speeding on public highway.
You can sit
Yeah, I
here.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have from the Honolulu Police Department District 5's report from Kalihi, and I see Sergeant Atiko in the audience. If he's still there.
Sorry, it's good. Hello?
Oh, hello. Yes.
Hi, hello, good evening. Yeah, I'll be giving you guys the stats. My name is Sergeant Tabanero. I'm working for District 5 Night Watch.
Thank you.
For the stats for the month of September, we have, for our aggravated assaults, we are down to 0 compared to 1 in August. Our auto thefts are at 0 compared to 1 in August. We're also down 1. We have 1 burglary, down from 2 in August. We had 0 robberies, 0 sex assault or rape type of cases, and also 0 simple assault cases. Actually, the simple assault is actually down from 1 we had last August. As far as thefts, we're at 5 month of September, down from 7 in August. And also we are at 1 for September for UEMVs, which is unauthorized entry into a motor vehicle, which is car break-ins. And we're down to 1 compared to 4 in August. For our total calls for service, in August, we had 843. For last month, we're down to 797. I'll kind of address some of that Pali. I know Sergeant Stewart, their district doesn't cover a majority of the Pali. We have the parts, I think we have the concerns for the speeding. I'll give you a couple of numbers that I pulled up for the month of September. We have 249 citations issued for basic speeding. And then we have another 49 citation issued for excessive speeding. That does not count. I'm not too sure how many people were arrested for excessive speeding, because we also have that option for arresting persons who are speeding going over 30 miles an hour or over 81 miles an hour on the freeways. So those are our stats for the speeding. And I know that's a big topic for board here. So I wanted to pass that on to you folks. And then as far as our safety tip, Halloween coming around the corner, please drive safely around the neighborhoods. We're going to have a lot of people out there walking around. Pedestrians, if you guys are out there with your grandchildren, your children, please utilize some type of lights, neon lights or anything like that, so that the vehicles can see you, especially in the Pali area, in those areas, Dawson. I know they're kind of dark in those areas, right? So please tell your family and friends to utilize either flashlights or any type of glow-in-the-dark sticks that they might be available to them. Other than that, I'll give it up to Lieutenant Hatiko if he has anything to add. If not, I can answer any questions for you folks.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Lieutenant Atiko with District 5 Night Watch. Yeah, Mr. Chu, just to address you directly, we have, like Sergeant Stewart said, we have overtime projects that are being done specifically to address the speeding on the Pali. So the numbers that Sergeant Tabanera gave you, that's a direct result of us focusing on the Pali. And to let you know, there have been numerous arrests for excessive speeding. So it's happening. And it's something that's going to be ongoing, and it's not something that's going to end with any kind of federal funding. We're trying to get a clamp down on the traffic fatalities and accidents, so that's going to be something that we're going to be continuing on into the foreseeable future.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant, and thank you, Sergeant. Do we have any board members with any other questions?
Paula.
If not, I'm sorry.
Paula.
Paula, you have a question? Please go ahead.
Your mute's on, Paula.
Oh, what's wrong?
There you are.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Can
Yes,
you hear me?
go ahead.
I want to make sure that you know that I'm thrilled. And although one police officer followed one of my kids home and wanted to know who is that woman that's doing all that complaining about the Poly Highway. Well, I have to say it was me. And if anybody wants to complain, they can complain to me, but I can't do anything for you folks. I just want to make sure that DOJ gets their share of what is wrong with all these people that like to speed all the way up to 57 miles an hour going out and 59 miles coming into the Poly. Who do they think they are? We don't do that in Kailua. And number two, we do have a group now, and I'm bringing it up now, that they want free shirts, but they're walking in the upper part of Nuʻuanu every night, 6 o'clock until whatever. But the problem is they don't follow any of you folks' rules. Walking in the middle of the road, going on the sidewalk, it's kind of like out.
Are they functioning like a neighborhood watch?
they're trying to make their own, but they don't want to attend any meetings.
I see.
And I'm telling them, if you want a free shirt, you're not going to get it. You're going to have to go make your own. Because I know District 5 is broke, and I know I'm broke. So you have to go make your own T-shirt. But then you need to go to a meeting for Neighborhood Security Watch or a meeting for CP, because you're not going to be following any of the rules. And if you get hurt, it's not going to be anybody's fault but your own. And
Point well taken.
you know, you have a good NSW group, and in our Nuʻuanu area, we have the best. I want to tell you, we have the best.
Thank you, Paula.
Yeah, and I'm not going to stop with that. Do you give out free shirts to people that don't attend the meeting?
Not that I know of.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
want that very clear and be put in the piece of paper.
Thank you.
So that they know. Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
And I want to ask also, did you catch YAB 246? He's a man.
We did notify the units that work in that area about that vehicle. I haven't heard anything yet back, but yeah, they were given that specific description and license plate, and the things that that person's been
He's
doing.
still coming around, and now it's a woman with him also. And I have the pictures if you folks want them.
Yeah,
and
the
my
officers
parking
are.
lot in front of my house is still available.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Okay.
Thank you. Paula.
Sorry, Ray.
No, thank you.
I had to
Any other
get
board
out of the
members?
craw. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Any other members have any other questions for District number 5? Lieutenant and
Hi, I
Sergeant?
do.
Yes,
I
please.
do.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Hi. First of all, thank you, Lieutenant and Sergeant, for really working on the speeding, because it has been crazy and it still continues to be crazy. We hear it. I see it. I spend a lot of time going back and forth over to Kailua. Another thing I want to mention is that late at night, maybe at around 8 or 9 o'clock, when I'm coming back from Kailua to the Pali, there's a lot of homeless guys that are walking on the side of the road. It's dark. Some of them walk almost in the middle of the walkway. So it has a big concern for me, because if we hit them or have to swerve, it's pretty bad. So if we can continue to monitor that as well, that would be great.
Okay, I'll make sure the officers are aware, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Board members, any other questions? Please identify yourself. Mr. Ellis, did you have a question?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Please go ahead. Please
For
go.
for District 5,
Hey, Mr.
your
Ellis.
your counts are good. You know, they give us an idea as to what's happening on Pali Highway. Of course, Pali Highway could run from Vineyard all the way over to Kaneo, to that junction down over the Pali. I was wondering if we can be more specific in the traffic citations, such as speeding, for the area beginning in town-bound lanes, Waiōkanaka, all the way down to Wiley. That is really the corridor that is having problems with the speeding, and there are driveways, there are sidewalks, and crosswalks, I'm sorry. And I thought, well, maybe our reporting from District 5 can be more specific as to the number of citations issued in that direction. And on Pali, rather going up the Pali from Wiley overpass up to Waiōkanaka is our residential district, and that's posted at 30 miles an hour. And like everyone is saying, they're going 45, 50 miles an hour. And so that's where we need the enforcement and also the report, so we can just sort of gather the correct information. I'm not saying that your speeding report covers an area like above Waiōkanaka to the Pali tunnels. I mean, they're speeding up there already, but we want to be more specific in the reports.
Let me put
put
your mind at ease. It's primarily the residential area that we're concerned about, and it tends to be because that's an area where we can get the officers can safely be pulled over on the side to actually shoot laser, and also where they can safely pull people over. So yeah, it's occurring in that area.
Yeah, well, we'd like to have we'd like to see them on the road. I mean, even with the motorcycle cops, that would be helpful, where they could be doing speeding, shooting, speeding thing with their gun. Um, the whatever you call those things that measure the rate of speed.
Yeah.
That would be
We
helpful.
are
But,
throwing as much resources as we can at the problem right now, sir. So, yeah.
okay.
They're
What about
being advised to be as
the
reasonable as
resources you
possible.
already have? I'm more concerned also, what about the resources you already have? Oftentimes I see them parked at Temple Emmanuel parking lot, not just one, but two officer cars there. And then sometimes I see them in the Hawaii Baptist area just at the entrance on the other side of the fence. They
Mhm.
should be patrolling the area more, and I would like to see
At
that
some
happen.
point during the night, they have to stop to write the reports. We don't have
Oh,
someone else
yeah,
writing reports.
but this is in daytime. I've noticed this during the day.
Okay,
So
yeah, I'm not
we
sure
just
what
need
Baywatch is
more
doing, but our
cooperation as
guys.
far as that is concerned. So it's
Okay.
just my opinion. Others may not have an opinion. We appreciate what you're doing, but we want to be more specific in trying to find out, is it really helping to reduce the speed? Nothing is going to happen real fast, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
at least the report would be a gauge for us to determine if these things are happening in that specific area. Thank you.
All right. Okay, no problem, Mr. Ellis.
Thank you very much. Paula has another question.
Yes, I just want to answer Mr. Ellis. The officer earlier just told you how many citations there have been, which is coming up later on, but he has continuously told us, and they're very, very thin as far as police officers. So if anybody wants to join the police department now, just for the Poly Highway and all the problems there, you just know that officer, he knows exactly where the federal funds are and what's going on. And I want to stick up for him because he has been on this for I don't know how long now, not him individually, but the whole thing. Since 1998, when I first talked about the Poly Highway and
Okay.
speeding.
Wait,
So I want to tell you folks how hard it is to understand what the police are up with, because there's not enough of them. And there's no room above Wakanaka to pull them over.
Thank you,
Dangerous.
Paula.
And Mr. Ellis, just to add to our resources, I just want to give you a little bit of a numbers. I used to ride with the solo bike detail, and then we were part of the traffic enforcement, and we
Yes,
used
so
to
we
handle
lost
Poly.
one. We
Yeah,
lost.
we used to
Paula, please
we used to handle
yourself.
them. But currently today we have about 14 solo bike officers only. When I rode in 2014, we had 36 solo bike officers at the time. So like everywhere else, our resources are kind of drained. I know our traffic division trying to boost up more of our officers in the division, but like everywhere else, we're all hurting and we're all trying to get our share of officers. So just kind of interrelation, why you won't see maybe some solo bike officers up there. And also, if you wanted, it's not specifically for Wiley to Wakanaka. I just typed in the areas that the officers are assigned. So, which is beats 573 and 572. That would be, we had 77 in that area, 77 speeding, and we had 7 excessive speeding citations issued out of those 2 beats alone.
And those 2 beats are the areas that I spoke of.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, that explains it. Thank you. I'm not really against the officers at all. I just could use it as a comparison to. I spent a great deal amount of time on the highways. I can go out to Kalanianaole Highway and Hawaii Kai and everything, and I see officers going back and forth. I go out to Makakilo and beyond, and I see officers, up in the near where the Waikele area on the freeway, but I don't see as often many officers on Pali Highway, other than those that are parked. So that's just my opinion. I really am proud of our HPD and what they're doing for us in general. But these are just things that have sort of bugged me for over the years, and I thought I'd just vent out to speak about those items so we can be more specific. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ellis, and thank you, Lieutenant Hatiko and Sergeant Tabanera. Members of the board, last chance. Paula, you already spoke twice, so if you'd like to make your comment really short, we will allow it. Okay, please unmute. Give you a second or two to unmute. Nope, you're still not muted. One more time. Hit that little button, Paula. We can't hear you. If not, any other board members while Paula's trying to unmute? I will look really fast. We have the officers here, Sergeant and the Lieutenant. Paula, is that you? Nope, she's unverified. Okay, members of the public, do we have any questions for District 5? Anyone at Kapalamahali? No? All right. Oh, I heard someone. Paula, is that you?
That's me.
Okay, go ahead, Paula.
I just want to say that, now I forget what I was going to say. I was so excited about hearing about all these citations and the excitement that's happening. It took from 1998 to get to the point where you folks are at now, when we used to stand on the Poly Highway and tell everybody to stop. And that they are going out at 57 miles an hour. So Wood Street, if anybody wants, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm not preaching from the choir like some people tell me, go try to walk across Wood Street as a pedestrian every morning to go to work. It's ridiculous.
Point well
because they
taken.
don't stop. They're idiots.
Please sum up, Paula.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I
Lieutenant
shut up.
Hatiko
Okay. Bye.
and Sergeant Tabanera, thank you so much for answering all these tough questions from our members and listening to us vent and listening to us praise you once again for all that you've done for our community. We do appreciate your presence tonight. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Thank you. Okay, coming back to Ms. Paula Kurashige, we are on item number 3C, Neighborhood Security Watch Report. I know you gave most of your report tonight. Do you have anything else to add? Oops.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Okay. We've had a few incidences over here. I mentioned the YAB 246. If anybody wants to flatten the tires on it, but the question also is that what are we going to do in this area as far as speeding on the side streets? It is bad over here with the ducks and everything crossing the street, and in a children's zone where they're going past in the morning faster than 25 miles an hour. And it's supposed to be 20 miles an hour, which is still too high. It should be 15. And they're speeding up and they're speeding down. So as far as the police are they forget about certain little bitty areas, but they're so busy and so thin because there's not enough workers, not enough police. So if you can remember Wood Street crossing, you come up here and you try walk. Go across to catch the bus. And we don't even have a bus. Good Lord. It's so bad for seniors. Thank you.
Thank you for that point. We will not forget about the crosswalk in Wood Street crossing. Thank you for your report. Board members, do you have any questions for Ms. Paula Kurashige about the Neighborhood Security Watch Report? Please say so. If not, I am going to ask the members of the public if they are present. Do you have any questions for Ms. Paula Kurashige? If not, thank you, Ms. Kurashige, for your report tonight.
Thank you.
Not forget about the crosswalk. Item number 3D, I will now move on to the Board of Water Supply with Mr. Jimmy Llanos. You have the floor. Mr. Llanos, we look forward to hearing your report.
Okay, let me just ask you this. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jimmy Llanos, and I'll be representing Board of Water Supply tonight. Our latest update on the Puiva and Dowsett Water System Improvements Project. for this month is as follows. BWS recently received the necessary approvals from the State Historic Preservation Division, or SHPD, SHPD. However, we cannot move forward with the project at this time because we have just learned that pending cathodic protection design changes must be resolved first. Our team is actively working to address these design issues. We will keep the board informed of any updates, and as we get closer to construction, we will provide a tentative schedule. So moving on to the main break report. There was only one main break in the month of September. That occurred on September 16th. That was a 6-inch diameter pipe at 2414 Paoa Road. And finally, for the general water announcements, the Board of Water Supply needs your kokua now. Please reduce water usage by 20%. Lower than normal rainfall and high water demand can impact our water supply. While we are good for now, here are some simple ways you can help ensure we have fresh drinking water now and into the future. Turn off the tap while brushing teeth, washing hands, or shaving. Shorten showers by a few minutes. Use a garden nozzle on your hose. And irrigate early in the morning to reduce evaporation. Even small changes can make a big difference. Let's work together to make every drop count. And for more tips on how to conserve water, visit www.boardofwatersupply.com. So that concludes my report, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Llanos, for your report. Board members, do you have any questions for Mr. Llanos from the Board of Water Supply?
Ray, I have a question, Audrey.
Yes, Audrey, please go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you. Board of Water. Sorry. On your notes over here, you have that it's still at SHPD, which is fine, but you guys just learned that pending cathodic protection design changes must be resolved first. Didn't the consultant you guys hired take care of this at the beginning? Why is it coming up now?
That I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I can take that question back and see why it came up recently.
Yeah, because the consultant you guys hired is supposed to check from A to Z and make sure that the plans are 99% perfect. So I want to know why at this point in time, because it's still stuck at SHPD, that it says here that it's pending cathodic protection, which is, I don't know what that means, design changes. So can you please find out and get back to the board, please?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'll take this question back and see what's happening.
And then if you find out, can you email us too? Because by next meeting, I'm going to forget what I asked you.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Llanos. Thank you, Audrey. Board member, the board members have any more questions for Mr. Llanos from the Board Water Supply? Please speak up now. If not, any members of the public in the audience have any questions for Mr. Llanos? If not, thank you, Mr. Llanos, for your informative report today and for answering some of our questions. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Have a good evening. Next up, item number 4, board vacancies. Subdistrict 1, there are 4 vacant positions in Subdistrict 1. Do we have anyone in the audience who is interested in filling this position? If so, please stand or say something. If not, okay. Still no concerns or no one interested at this time, so I will leave it on the agenda for please reach out to your neighbors if you live in this Subdistrict 1, as we would like to fill our board vacancies and hopefully get quorum. Thank you. Item number 5, reports from non-board events. Brief announcements by board members. The Oahu appeal was not on the agenda because our meeting was canceled this month, but we do have item number A, Papakolea community updates by Mr.
Chair.
Mike Puni. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Sylvia had a question.
Sylvia had a question on Papakolea?
No, on
No, I had a question when I was trying to unmute when you were talking about board vacancy in Subdistrict 1.
Okay, we will move back to board vacancies. Go ahead, Sylvia.
Okay. it's just kind of an idea, a suggestion. My idea is to, at this point, maybe we should put it on our agenda for the next meeting, that this board consider having that sub-district at large seats. If we're not going to be able to get people from within that sub-district to become neighborhood board members, maybe it's time for us to consider having sub-district 1 at large.
A good suggestion.
Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Okay.
Because it really makes a difference on the quorum for our neighborhood board, because that's 4 seats out of 15.
Yes, point well taken.
Yeah, and that's significant.
Point well taken. I will definitely take that into consideration.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other members have any other comments or suggestions, or like that idea or dislike that idea? If not, I will definitely add that to the agenda at the next meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay, I will move on to item number 5, reports from non-board events. Back to item number A, Papakolea community meetings or updates. Mr. Mike Lum or Miss Puni, are you both in the audience? Do you both have any reports?
I'm here, but I don't really have too much of a report. I know there was a community meeting there on Saturday, but I did not attend. I was hoping that Puni or somebody else would be here from Papakolea and could report, but it doesn't look like she is. So
okay.
I think best say no report.
Okay, no problem. We will keep it on the agenda, and if she does pop into the meeting and people don't mind taking it out of order, we will definitely do so. Thank you, Mike Lum, for your report. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I took Oahu MPO off, but it is on. Again, no report. Our meeting was canceled. Item number 6, residents' community concerns. Item A, there was an issue about an overgrown banyan tree at 2502 Pacific Heights Road bus stop, brought up by Miss Julia Duquette Porter. And unfortunately, Miss Porter.
Excuse me,
yep.
Chair, can I speak to this?
Sure. Patrick Smith, go right ahead.
Thank you. I did talk with her, and she and her husband have limitations that they work on mainland time, and so this is actually quite late for them. And after I know we talked, just so everybody knows, I talked with the chair, and my view was always someone should come to the meeting and really make such a request, but given their circumstances, I talked to them, I think yesterday morning. I said I would present it. And all we're asking for is and I could draft a letter for Ray to, it's just to send a letter to the homeowner who owns the tree. And everybody may recall, this is a tree that overhangs the road, and it's over some electrical lines, and it's over a bus stop. And it's a little bit of a concern because there are dead branches. And the city has tried extensively to work with the tree owner, the property owner, and that hasn't worked. So I just thought the community member requested that on behalf of the board that we send a letter to the owner just requesting that they take care of the tree. I don't see much hope there, but I think it is something that's appropriate for this board to do, as there is a community need. So in that vein, I would make a motion that the board approve that Ray send a letter to the homeowner requesting, not demanding, requesting that the homeowner take remedial action to prevent any hazards from their tree.
Okay,
that's my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? I'm sorry, who was it? Oh, hi, Kathy. Thank you. Member Smith made the motion. Member Grieve seconded. Open for discussion. Anyone else has any other discussion to mention? Everybody agree that it's okay to write a letter?
Hi.
Yes, Missy.
Paula's computer and internet and power have gone down completely. So I have her on the line here with me listening in, just so that you know. So
Thank
Paula's
you.
listening, but yes. And then also regarding this matter, sometimes citations work, right? Is there a way possible to write a citation if they don't comply after a bit? Should we put that in the letter?
Chair, if I could
Go ahead,
respond.
please.
Well, I would say that one of the first things, because this kind of came up when I was chair, and so I met with Lynn Robinson, who's the constituency services rep for Tyler DeSantis Tam, our council member, and she really put a lot of effort into getting the city to go after the property owner. And for, it's sort of a long, I could give you the whole story, but it's basically the city did not want to do it, and they're not in a position to issue a citation, in the sense that until something bad happens, they can't issue the citation. But the neighbor is, the community member is concerned that something bad will happen. So this is, we as a board can't make, threats or anything like that. Even to say that we would report them or anything like that. I just think it would just be a letter to say we were, based on community requests, based on community concerns, we humbly ask or respectfully ask that you take immediate action. That answer your question, Jill?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Any other members have any comments or just would like to discuss? If not, all those in favor, do we have any? Well, I get, okay. Why don't we take a vote? All those in favor say aye for the letter, humbly requesting.
Aye. And Paula says aye as well, too.
Okay. Aye. All those opposed say nay. None opposed. Okay, the motion carries. Member Smith, I look forward to receiving your draft, and I will have it formalized and signed and sent out on behalf of the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, board.
Good job. Okay. Next, residents' concerns. I just left on the agenda the Turo peer-to-peer car sharing on Henry Street. Member Jill, would you have any status update on the car share issue? Is it still ongoing, or would you like me to take this off the agenda? Has it been resolved?
No, I think it has not been resolved yet. It's still ongoing. I actually see people working on the cars in the middle of the street still. And I just don't understand. I mean, there's so much movement on this, how people cannot see that it's happening when they come on by. So it is still happening. They're not as packed as they have been in the last few weeks. But there's still a lot of rental cars there and transients coming into the neighborhood.
May I ask a question? Have you ever tried to contact Turo? Because I have done just internet research, and I know that they are concerned about their well-being in the neighborhood. So if possible, if there is any way, they want to be informed of any of their clients or customers disrupting, neighborhood harmony, so to speak.
I don't think anyone has reached out. However, having said that, I think that they can't find an ad for these cars. So that's why they can't cite them, because we don't know how they're advertising. So they're definitely renting these cars out, but we don't know on what sites.
Good job. I wonder if we can write. Let me do more research and see if I can get a contact person, and maybe we can send an address or something and inquire if they do have a client within the neighborhood. And once that's identified, maybe they can verify that.
And I'd also like to find out if these the residents are renters or if they're owners. So that probably might help out as well too, because I mean, I don't know if the owner is aware of what's taking place. So maybe we can find out who actually owns the property and if they're the ones running the car business or if it's a renter as well.
Okay, let's talk offline a little bit more. I probably need a little bit
Okay, sounds good.
more. Okay, and board members, anybody else has any comments or suggestions? If not, anyone?
Chair,
Oh yeah,
if I could.
Smith?
Yes. I think I did report a ways back. I spoke to, I don't know what his position, whether he may have been a legal advisor to Turo. And as the chair mentioned, they actually are kind of concerned about their public image. Like you said, if it's a different site, then there's not much you can do. But if it's Turo, there might be a good possibility if you complain directly to Turo, then they might take action. Now, of course, they would have to know where it is and that sort of thing. So as far as the ownership of the property, you can just go to the tax record, but a lot of times homes might be owned in trust. So, you know, it's not always easy to discern who the owner is. But anyway, that's all I have to add. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll do a little bit more research on that and get back to the board if we find out anything. Thank you. All right, moving on to item number 7. Officials' reports limited to 5 minutes each. It should relate to issues of interest to the residents and of Nuʻuanu and Punchbowl. Do we have someone from Mayor Rick Blangiardi, Representative Director Kim Hashiro? Are you in the audience?
Yes, I am. Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening. You have the floor. Thank you for coming.
Hi, okay, so I am going to insert the mayor's newsletter link into the chat, but just a few highlights. So what was reported in this month's newsletter is that Oahu and all of Hawaii says farewell to a legendary musician who left a lasting impact on the island music scene. So that was Buji. And a newly inaugurated members of the Honolulu Ocean Safety Commission held their first meeting at Honolulu Hale. Mayor Blangiardi also welcomed a Harvard Bloomberg City Hall Fellow to Oahu who will be here for 2 years working on housing and regulatory reform. The Honolulu Charter Commission seeks input from island residents about potential amendments to the city's governing document. And last meeting, I did include a link if anyone wants to submit suggestions to the commission for charter amendments. And lastly, Skyline service expanded this month to 4 new stations, including Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam and the Honolulu Airport. Okay, moving on, there were 3 items for follow-up, and the last one I think we've already covered, but I will mention it. So the first is a carryover requesting to consider additional evacuation routes near Nuʻuanu Elementary. And a resident suggested that the city consider opening roads near Nuʻuanu Elementary during emergencies to reduce traffic on Pali Highway. And the Department of Emergency Management reviewed this suggestion and appreciates it. Relate that these recommendations will be shared with agencies working on looking specifically at traffic planning for future tsunami events, which include DEM, HPD, DTS, and state DOT for consideration. They wanted to point out to please be aware that traffic control resources during a tsunami evacuation are prioritized for areas close to the evacuation zone to ensure everyone in the hazard area can leave within the warning time available. As this area is away from the hazard area, DEM will need to work with our partner agencies with expertise and resources in traffic management to ensure these recommendations do not require resources that are more urgently needed elsewhere. So item number 2, there was a request for clearing overgrown vegetation near 2177 Poolwina Drive. And DPP responded that their investigation conducted in this area actually falls, they identified that it falls under the jurisdiction of the federal government and that the city has no jurisdiction in this area. And then the last item is what was just discussed a little while ago about 2502 Pacific Heights Road near the bus stop and the overgrown banyan tree. Sounds like there's a lot of discussion that has already occurred and you have a plan in place. I just wanted to add that this was reviewed by 4 different city departments: DPR, DPP, DTS, and DFM. And at this time, there was an evaluation by DPR saying that their arborists did inspect the area earlier this year. A crew pruned the tree in April, and they were not recommending additional pruning at this time, which I'm not sure is consistent with what is being reported based on this discussion earlier. So you can, and then DPP also investigated, and they did not see any branches or leaves in the road or at the bus stop across from 2502 Pacific Heights Road. But they did refer the issue to DFM to evaluate. DTS also reviewed. They're saying that this was DPP would be the appropriate department. So essentially, it looks like DPR would be the only department that could possibly take future action, but they're not recommending pruning at this time. So I think the plan discussed by the members a little while ago could result in more timely response. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Director Hoshiro, for your report and for researching all those lengthy issues. We do appreciate you going and checking the history and notifying the departments. Members, do you have any questions for Director Hoshiro while she's here? Now's the time to ask.
Chair G, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Member Lam.
Director Hoshiro, can you restate the address on Poolwina Drive where DPP was it?
DPP.
Yeah.
2177.
Okay, that's a mistake. 2177 is actually within the cemetery gates, which is why they said it was the federal jurisdiction. The address should be 2077, 2077.
Okay.
So if you could have
I'll make that correction.
Yeah, and have them come out and take another look.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, also, Paula had a comment. I don't know if you can hear
Go ahead,
her.
please.
Paula, go ahead. Paula.
Emergency vehicles, trying to get people up to Poly to get through isn't just because of a tsunami. It's because of the dam could also break, and also for the parents to be able to get their kids, to get them home over the mountain. So it's not tsunami. When are they looking at tsunami? We're up high enough. I don't think we'd be touched by a tsunami. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment, Paula. I think Director Hoshiro heard you state that comment. Anybody else?
I did.
Oh,
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a
yes,
question. Back to the Director Oshiro, are you still doing any investigation on the Turo and Henry Street?
No.
Your department?
So it was actually DPP that was assigned to that, and that has come up multiple times. Unfortunately, when they've come out, the inspector has not been able on those particular days to see the activity that you mentioned. I know you had provided a phone number in the past and you had conversations, right, directly with DPP?
I actually pulled
Is
over
that
when
correct?
DPP was investigating. I actually pulled over when I saw someone investigating, and it turned out to be DPP. However, having
Okay.
said that, I am very shocked that with the amount of movement that's going on up there, that in any given day they don't come up and see that there is something happening.
Correct.
So on that day when you pulled over, was
Yes.
there a lot of activity at that house?
Well, there was a lot of cars parked on the street that just. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I'm sorry. Can I speak? Is this appropriate time to say something?
Um, yes, go ahead, please.
This is Terry Easley, and at this 2510 Henry Street address, when I was driving past, there was co- um, a mechanic, a traveling mechanic laying on the road. His legs were outstretched into the road. He was laying on a, a cardboard. And I stopped and I said, "Excuse me, you're going to get your legs run over." And he said, "Oh, okay, thank you." And he was working on a car on one side and a car on the other side of the street. So I called the police about it because he didn't move. And I waited a little further down the street till the police came so I could talk to them after. And he just drove in and he stopped and told that guy that he had to move out because he was in the middle of the street. So the fellow picked up his cardboard and walked back into that house where he was hired to do the work. And the policeman, when I talked to him, said that he was a traveling mechanic and said he was working on his car. And I said, no, that's a rental car place that's been, these cars all belong to the rental car place. And then I just spoke to him a little longer and walked away because nothing is done about that, but they're repairing the cars on the street. And it's very dangerous when we drive in.
Thank you for
Yeah,
your
so
comment.
that has been
Yeah.
reported multiple times by Jill. I know that DPP has gone out multiple times. This has been reported on a number of times in previous board meetings. So, Jill, I thought that with your offering your phone number and to make contact with the DPP inspector, that would be the best solution. But getting back to what happened when you pulled over and he was there and there were a lot of cars on the street, do you know what resulted from that encounter?
I did not, and he took a lot of pictures of the different cars. So
Did you
I
get
told
his
him,
name?
I'm not sure. I think I took some notes down. This was a little bit of a while back.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go and look and see if I have his name and his card in my file. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look. But I just don't understand how something like this can be going on for so long and so noticeable to everybody in the neighborhood and so dangerous and just without anything being done. I mean, it's kind of disheartening.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't understand when you met up with that inspector, he took a lot of pictures of the cars, why
Yes.
something would not have resulted, other than I do know, as you mentioned earlier, that they were not able to find any ads for renting cars at that location, and therefore not able to establish that there was some type of business. So, you've mentioned Turo in the past. Are you using that kind of as a generic way to describe a car rental business, or do you have any specific information that it is actually a Turo?
No, so I actually wasn't the one that mentioned Turo. Somebody initially, and I'm not sure if it was your division when we first started talking, because I know that you had done research a long time ago regarding this property. This has not come up the first time. I
Mm-hmm.
believe my understanding was that they were cited, and then they said that they were no longer doing it. And then at that point, that's when Turo was mentioned. So I actually don't feel it's necessarily Turo, because if you can't find the ads, then, you know, they could be doing it anywhere, right? So,
Right.
And they got another rental across the street.
yeah. And yes, and so and there seems to be a spin-off across the street now with maybe another rental, because they do park some of their cars over there as well.
Correct.
And Paula is addressing that and concurring that that's the case as well.
Yes.
So, Joe, you know, there was this was a while ago, but when this first came up, I did drive out there, and I did not see. I saw cars parked on the street, a number of cars, but at that 2510 Henry Street, there were no cars in the garage and no activity around the house, and no one was working on cars in the street. So I didn't see anything. I didn't witness anything myself. So do you want this reopened? I think that's what you're asking for. We can
I feel
submit
like it should.
something against DPP.
I feel like it should never have been closed in the first place because this is still ongoing. So I would like to have this continue to be something that's ongoing with investigations continuously until, I mean, people literally, we watch people on the street with their suitcases. People come speeding up. It's not only a hardship for parking, but it's unsafe. Like, we have transients in our neighborhood. We have speeding going on with literally a Jeep ran me off the road, I would say maybe about a month and a half ago because of this. And they were one of the rental cars that were being brought back. So I don't think that this should have ever been closed to begin with, since
Okay.
it's still an ongoing problem. And I mean, we're willing to take pictures. We think that maybe one person, I feel one person from one department should be assigned to this as an ongoing investigation, and the neighbors can work with them on taking pictures of when it happens and timestamps and getting the information. But right now, we just don't know who to deal with. If DPP is supposed to be reaching out to me, or is it your department, or nobody's
So it is DPP. It's not my department.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what I can do is, and all the reports that have been provided have been by DPP. So I can submit a request to have them keep this open, and I do think they need to work with someone. So if they can work with you and you're willing to do that and willing to be contacted, along
Yes.
with cooperation of the other neighbors, hopefully something can be
Okay.
done. But yes, it's under DPP's responsibility.
Yeah,
It's
so
their
you know
purview.
what is happening as well now, and I'll stop after that, is that a couple of the neighbors put out their trash cans with parking signs now because they don't want the rental cars to be parked in front of their place. So, you know, I mean, I can reach out to some of these other neighbors. I am more than happy to be the representative of the board that they can call, because I'm not the only one that's making complaints. So I don't want them to think I'm the only one making the complaints, but I'll be a representative of the board if they want to call me. And if we can
Okay.
have, maybe make a recommendation that we have one person assigned to this, so that as people or neighbors want to email photos, they have that person's contact.
That's the board to move.
And I'd like to make a comment.
Paula, can we make a, Paula said that we should ask the board to move, if we could do that, that I could handle this.
So the
Sure.
board,
Can I just
Make a vote.
Can I just make like one more discussion comment?
Sure.
Also, I think as of my last check, Turo was the only registered peer-to-peer car sharing entity in the state that pays taxes. But I could be wrong. I mean, maybe another entity also joined, just for the record. Yeah. Okay. So I hear that you'd like to make a motion, or Paula would like to make a motion.
Chair, don't we have to have
Paula.
an agenda item to have a vote?
Oh, sorry, you're correct. It's on residents and concerns, but
Yes.
It's currently on the agenda, isn't it?
It's on the agenda under residents and communities concerned.
Yes. Okay.
Anybody disagree that we can't make a motion to assign Ms.
Is
Easley?
what is that item listed on our agenda?
Item number 6B, under residents and community concerns, it says Turo peer-to-peer car sharing on Henry Street.
We can take action on anything in citizens' concern.
Oh, okay.
Because
We'd
it's
have to
not
list
on
it
the
under.
agenda. She has
It's
to
on the
wait till
agenda, but
next
it's not
month
under.
for
It's not
us
under board business.
to
Is that what you're saying? It's not under board business, so we can't take action. But it's on the agenda.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Paula,
Let's table this and move it. I'll move it to board business number 10 next month.
Excuse me, Chair.
But Patrick has something to say.
The
second.
issue with OIP and putting things on the agenda and public concerns allows a member of the public to bring up an item that is not on the agenda. Doesn't matter where the item is on the agenda, as long as it gives the public notice, and I would think this gives public notice, we can take action on the item. I'm just telling you, and I've dealt with a lot of these, so that would be my interpretation. I can't tell you what the commission would say or OIP, but that would be my view. Anyway, thank you.
So in your eyes or your opinion, you think it's okay to make a motion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So
Sylvia?
is it okay to make a motion?
Sounds like
because
it.
it's not on the
Yes.
agenda?
It is on the agenda.
Sylvia, it's item number 6.
That's allowed.
6B. Look
I
on
don't
the agenda.
think so.
Ray, Mike has his hand up.
Yes, Mike. Thank you.
What item on the agenda?
My hand
Mike?
was up from previously. I don't have a question.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
It's
Back to
item
six.
6B, Sylvia.
6B.
Under residents' community concerns. But it doesn't, I
Yeah,
did not say
it's on the
that.
residents and community concern, but that's not a problem. But I don't think we can take
It is a
action on
community
anything because it was not notified by the general public in our community until this meeting.
It's on
That
the
was
agenda.
what the problem has been all the time.
Okay, so we have one comment from Sylvia that says we should have put more information on the agenda item to say that we would like to make a motion to discuss this further or move towards action.
Chair,
Mr.
may I say something?
do you
May
have
I
any
add one
comments
more
on-
thing?
Yes.
Okay. So the issue is it's public, allowing the public to know what topics we are going to discuss. This item is explicitly, and you can complain it's not in detailed fashion enough, perhaps, but that's arguable. But it is on the agenda. You gave the public knowledge. Any item on the agenda, we can take action. It is a little unusual under public concerns, but it's explicitly on the agenda. That entitles the board to take action. That's my view. Thank you.
Okay.
Chair, this is Audrey. I agree with
Audrey.
Patrick.
You agree with Patrick?
Yes.
Thank you. Got it. Anybody else? Any other discussion? Okay. I'm
I
gonna ask
agree.
Paula
Oh.
agrees as well, she's saying.
Paula and Jill agrees. Anybody else?
Yes.
Okay. So we have one dissenting opinion, the
Do
rest.
something.
Okay,
You know what?
I'm gonna make,
I don't agree. I'm going to vote no because I'm not sure that that's the correct interpretation.
who made the
Move
motion?
the ball to your house.
It's not that I don't support what she's trying to do, but I don't think we can take action until next meeting. because it's not specific enough for the neighbors to know that she's doing this. And I'm not talking only about the neighbors on that street, but the community as a whole.
The Turo has been on the minute meetings many times in the past.
Yes.
So this is not the first time that it's being brought up.
Okay. So now we have a motion on the floor. I'm going to have Joe restate the motion in your words so that we can get it clear of what motion we're making, and then we're going to take a vote on it.
Okay, I'm
Please
gonna
restate your
try to
motion,
do this. And okay, so
Sure.
I make a motion that I be the contact person for the board if the DPP needs to reach out to anybody that needs to address all of these issues and get them more information on what is actually happening and open up communication.
Thank you. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second? Oh, we did, right? Second is Paula. Sorry, I'm writing this down. Okay, then we had discussion. Any last chance for discussion before we take a vote? All those in favor say aye.
Mike Ellis has his hand up, Ray.
Oh, discussion. Okay, going back to discussion, Mr. Ellis, please go ahead.
I just want to know if the address is correct. I don't see any 2510 on my TMK.
No, I believe
Could we
it's
just
20.
verify, Bill?
Hold on. I believe it is 2610, but let me just double check. Hold on one moment.
Thank you for raising that point. We're double checking 2610.
It's 2610 Henry Street, 2610 Henry Street.
Okay, so we'll
Jill, I'll
include
just
that.
send you the information. I can get the information
Thank
as
you,
to the
Mike.
owner. Okay,
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Okay, so Jill stated her motion that she would like to be the contact person from the board relating to 2610 Henry Street and related people working on the roadways, and appears to be peer-to-peer car sharing in that area. We have a second. We will now take the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 I'll vote.
Aye.
Now that I see
Although-
that what she restated, I will vote
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so we have all the ayes. Anyone in opposition, please state vocally. None? Motion carries. All those in favor. Thank you. So the motion has been
Thank
carried.
you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Item number 7, back to officials' reports. Wow, how did we? Okay, we jumped over here. So once again, Kim Hashiro, thank you so much for all that you've done with your help and your report. We appreciate it. You've always given us
Thank
so
you.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. We are now back to item number 7B, Councilmember Tyler Dos Santos Tam's office. Do we have Lisa Leonardo in the meeting? Ready to
Hi, this
present?
is Lisa. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
All right,
Thank
perfect. Aloha, good evening, Chair, board members, and attendees. Again, this is Lisa Leonardo from Councilmember Tyler Dos Santos Tam's office. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to Councilmember's monthly newsletter. I will provide information in the chat after this report. From this month's newsletter, I'll share the following. An update on the bus fare. Councilmember will continue to oppose Bill 5425, which would raise the cost of a monthly adult bus pass from $80 to $90, annual adult passes from $880 to $990, and a 7-day pass from $35 to $45. Councilmember believes that we do need to be making it easier for people to choose public transit, not more difficult. Bill 54 has been postponed for now, but moving forward, he will continue to oppose these fare increases. And also relating to Bill 54, eliminating the fare box recovery ratio. Bill 54 was introduced in part because a city ordinance requires the transit system to recover 25 to 30% of its costs from fares. That target hasn't been met since 2016, which is why Councilmember introduced Resolution 25-262 to repeal the ordinance. Like every transit system across the country, ours depends on some level of subsidy, and the benefits of getting more people riding transit and fewer cars on the road far outweighs the cost. And then a third item is there are new headquarters for Department of Community Services. The Department of Housing and Land Management has completed their acquisition of the former Central Pacific Bank Atherton branch at 222 North School Street. The building will be used as the new permanent headquarters for the Department of Community Services. That's all I have to report from his newsletter. So please feel free to contact our office if you have any questions or concerns. And mahalo for having me. And I'll be providing this information in the chat.
Thank you, Ms. Leonardo, for your report from Tyler Dos Santos Cam's office. Board members, do we have any questions for Ms. Leonardo? Please speak up. Looks like we don't have any hands raised or don't see any, so I will.
Paula
Yes,
wants
Paula,
to
we hear you.
address this.
Go ahead, Paula, please.
I would like to tell them that the 20 miles per hour in the school zone is still too high. It needs to be 15. It went from 25 to 20, and it still should be at 15 before a kid is killed. You should see them speeding over here right above the school. It's bad in the morning. Thank you.
I'll share that information with council member. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Anyone else? Any board members have any questions for Lisa Leonardo with the council member's office? If not, do we have anyone from the public that has any questions for the council member's representative? None whatsoever. Thank you, Ms. Leonardo, for your report.
Mike.
Appreciate it. Oh, yeah.
Mike Ellis has his hand up. Excuse me.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. Mike Ellis, please go ahead.
Okay. What I wanted to just share is that perhaps we ought to not only look on Dowsett Avenue and Alika Avenue as changing the speed limit signs to 15 miles per hour, but we should look at Park Street, Uiva Lane, Uiva Road. Those are the cross streets that go up to the school, and lots of speeding go on Park Street. They turn off of onto Waimi and onto Park. So maybe we include those three streets as nearby streets to Nuʻuanu Elementary School at requesting a 15 miles per hour change. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lisa, I know
Yes.
the Department of Transportation Services does traffic studies where they put out little meters on the road and measure the speed of the vehicles going in certain roadways. Would it be possible for us to, I guess, do that study in the lift with DTS? Would you be able to ask for a request, or should
Yes,
we do that directly?
What I'll initially, I'll do a two-part. Initially ask if they have any recent studies, like within the last maybe year or two,
Yes.
and if
yes.
not, can they conduct them in
Perfect.
areas around the elementary school?
Perfect. I used to be in charge of public parking, and that was my branch. That would be a good idea. If you let's note the roadways that Mr. Ellis mentioned, that'll be
Yes, I
great.
have them. Mhm.
Thank you so much. Would that be okay with you, Mr. Ellis? And
Yes.
Ms. Paula,
Thank you.
we'll have some DTS do some traffic survey studies on those roads for speeding.
Paula wants to say something.
Yes, Paula.
I want to tell everybody that this is a school zone. I was trying to figure out what streets are the school zone, but yet they don't listen to anything because the signs, according to the city and county, got to be up. And I mean, for the police department, the sign got to be up. That sign got to say 20
Okay.
miles an hour from 25. but they still didn't put any signs up at all to get it lowered.
Paula.
And then all those guys voted, whoever they were, and voted for 20 miles an hour. And they don't have any kids in this area. I don't want any kid killed.
Okay,
Thank
Paula.
you.
Thank you for that comment. Like I said, that used to be my branch at the city, and what they'll do is they'll list the study on a list, and it'll take maybe a year or whatever, but they'll get to it. So, council members, representative will assure us that that gets on the list with DTS.
I also want to make a comment with that as well.
Go ahead.
So my council member is aware of the speeding and aware of things, which is why he wanted to make sure that he's a part of that vote in lowering the miles per hour. And it's possible that he wants to get it to 15, like Paula is asking, but we can't go straight from 25 to 15. There is I'm not saying that we can't, but what he's trying to do is lower it so that it's not a one-time. You understand that he has to get the buy-in for everybody to do this. So my idea is that this is a goal for him. It's just not going to happen right now.
Thank you.
We're working towards it.
Yep, and the traffic studies, if DTS does it, it's that's their method that traffic engineers do to review the need to reduce speed or increase the speed limit. So it's the proper way.
Gotta have the signs up. Gotta have the signs up.
Yep. So Paula, this is the way that they do it.
Gotta have.
Thank you. Okay.
I agree with you too, though. The signs need to be put up because they're not put up all around the area.
The signs will be put up after the study's done. But yes, thank you. Okay. If not, public members, questions, we will thank the representatives, Lisa Leonardo, for her report and move on to item number C, which is Governor Josh.
Chair? Sorry, excuse me, Chair. Mike Ellis' hand is up.
Oh. Mike, feel free to say something next time, but go ahead. Yes, you have the floor.
Well, I don't want to interrupt. Is it possible that if we had a petition of the area residents requesting this help? Or is that part of the process already, or is it just for input purposes?
As for well, go ahead, Ms. Leonardo. I don't want to speak on behalf of DTS because I don't work there anymore, but go ahead.
I'm not quite sure what a petition could do in this situation where the bill has already gone through to lower to 20 miles per hour. If this comes up on the floor again as another bill to lower again to 50 miles an hour, it'd still have to wait for the study, right? But then when it does come up to the committee and then to council, I think it might be best you could have the petition, but also come to testify.
That could be possible also.
Yeah.
Would you keep me abreast as to the when those meetings are held?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's great to see everyone want to help and pitch in. Thank you, Lisa Leonardo, for the council members' report. Appreciate the time you put into this effort. Next up, item number 7C, Governor Josh Green's representative. We have Ashton Stallings here in attendance. Would you like to make your report, please?
Yes, hi everyone. I know you guys are used to Kayla, but she's currently off island, so you're stuck with me this month. But my name's Ashton Stallings, serving as your governor's representative. I just in the chat sent the governor's newsletter. Please check it out. I also saw that it was already included in y'all's agenda, so thank you so much for including that link directly. I appreciate that. And then just a quick rundown from the newsletter. The Hawaii Housing Finance and Development Corporation is working on new affordable housing across from Pearl Harbor. As we all know, affordable housing is a huge issue across the state, so they're continuing to make some improvements there. The Department of Accounting and General Services opened a new West Hawaii office to better serve Big Island. This is great because DAGS helps maintain public school facilities, state office buildings, courthouses, and public libraries. Those are all things that we love. We want them to continue to be maintained. So I was excited to read about that. And then also, as no surprise, Hawaii joined the U.S. Affordable Cars Coalition. again, we all know how important clean energy is, and it's great to see these steps moving forward. But there's more in the newsletter, so that's just a sneak peek. Go ahead and check it out. But if you have any questions for the governor's office, I'm happy to take those and get some answers for you.
Thank you, Ashton, for your informative report. Board members, do you have any questions for the governor's representative? Please say something if I don't see your hand raised.
Yes,
Okay.
Chair.
Yes, Member Smith.
I would hope you would ask the governor what, if anything, he's doing to increase the number of physicians, especially when it comes to primary care physicians in the state. And what he should be thinking about, and I hope he is trying to expand either the financial scholarships available to people attending our medical school, or for young doctors that would agree to come here and serve more remote communities, and also possibly expanding the med school itself, which I know is a very, very difficult endeavor. But as a physician, he should be acutely aware of this. And the things that you have, the best things to do are the things that are going to take a lot of time. So he may have, the governor should invest money that he will not see the fruits of while he is governor. But he, as a physician, he should do something about this. So I hope you would just take that message back to him. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that question. I wrote it down. We'll get some answers for you, because I believe there are some incentives that are already in place. I just don't know them off the top of my head, but we'll look into that for you as well. But this will all be
it's more of a comment, so that you would take it back to whoever the governor's advisors are. You don't need to report, and I understand there might be incentives, but it's going to take a lot more than some. So anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you, Member Smith. Joe Easley, you have a question, or Ms. Kurshige?
It's actually Ms. Kershey.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, Paula.
It's me again. It's me again. My question is, oh Lord, what's my question? Oh, it left me. Oh, about the ducks. I'm tired of talking about ducks, and I want to know why the governor or the DP, whatever, the group, why are they waiting till February to take out the brown Hawaiian duck, so it's not interbreeding with the mallard, and get them off this island and put them back where they belong in Kauai? They're waiting too long, and they're interbreeding so badly that it's every morning hearing and looking at two different kinds of ducks. So why do they wait so long and then say, oh, there's no more brown Hawaiian duck? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any other comments from any of the board members? If not, do we have a member from the public? Any members from the public with any questions for the governor's representative? Hearing none. Thank you. Thank you, Ashton, for your informative report. We appreciate you coming out this month to give us the governor's recent news and data. Thank you again for coming. Item number D. Item D is District 13. Senator Carl Rhodes as Representative Edith Newfuck.
Yes, hi, good evening.
Hi.
Good
evening,
evening,
please
Chair. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Go right
So,
ahead,
good evening, Chair, board members, and attendees. The senator actually traveled, but I'm here to represent him and take back your question to him as well if you have any. So, this is just his report. I'm going to read it out. The Hawaii State Judiciary is warning the public about a new scam in which callers pretend to be from the Hawaii Supreme Court clerk's office. The scammers tell the recipients that they must report to the clerk's office immediately or pay a fee to avoid arrest. So these are fraudulent attempts to intimidate people into paying money they do not owe. So the Hawaii State Judiciary does not call, email, or text to demand payment or personal information for court-related matters. So if we have any issue, we are going to have official notice from either the court, and they are going to send you an email, a mail, unless you have contacted the judiciary first with a specific question. And the second point the senator noted is after a period of high transmission, COVID-19 activity has gone back down in Hawaii. It is still around, however, and please take reasonable precautions to avoid getting sick. Local drugstores are offering both COVID, flu, and vaccines, and they are still covered by insurance because it is a lot cheaper for the insurance company to pay for these vaccines than to pay for hospitalizations. And by the way, President Donald Trump was vaccinated for both COVID and flu last week. The Office of Senator Carl Roth will be preparing bills for the next session. If you do have any bill ideas, please let us know as soon as you can. This will be really helpful and appreciated. Senator Carrot noted that he haven't forgotten about Mrs. Sylvia Young's suggestion to reopen the road around Keana Point. And he doesn't have answers yet, but he has not forgotten. And if you have any questions, I will take it back to the senator, and I will also write in the chart our office number and the senator's email so you can get to us. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Edith, for your report for Senator Rhodes. Board members, do you have any questions for the senator's representative? Please feel free to say something if I don't see your hand raised as I peruse board members and those in attendance. If not, members of the public, do we have any comments? Does not appear to have anyone in the audience asking any questions. Edith, thank you so much for coming to our meeting today. It's nice having you, and we do appreciate your report on behalf of Senator Rhodes. Please have a good
Thank you
evening.
so much, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, I will move on to item number E. District 27 Representative Jenna Takenouchi is ready to go with her report. Good evening, Jenna. Please proceed. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Just wanted to start by saying thank you very much to the board for participating. Chair G, Board Member Smith, and Board Member Lee, thank you so much for coming to our community resource fair past weekend. It was a great time. You know, we had I think we had like 14 organizations, about 65 to 70 people came through to get really great support and information from everyone in our neighborhood. So thank you for the board's time doing that. I hope to make it an annual event with Kuakini. They were also very happy to see everyone come by and connect. So yeah, hopefully to do another one next year. For my report, just a couple of quick things. I think this might have come up before, but you might have seen on the news. So the public library system has launched a digital navigator program. Luckily for us, actually, we have a site very nearby at Lily Hut Public Library. This is where they're going to be hosting staff members who are trained to, help people who might need a little bit of help with simple technology, or if you're trying to just, get better at some other things to get online, to use online resources, you can go and ask them questions. They're there to be a resource. That's a free service at the library, and I'll throw a link in the chat to the program if anyone wants to look at more details on that. Another reminder that October is Stop the Ant Month in Hawaii. This is the annual reminder that the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Land and Natural Resources, Hawaii Ant Lab, all of our agencies are reminding residents to test for little fire ants in our communities. Actually, there's been a kind of our area has, or my district, I guess, when I saw the last report, has seen some kind of recent outbreaks in Nuʻuanu, kind of near Pali Highway area that they're trying to monitor and get under control, as well as I know Oa Valley had there was an area in Oa Valley that previously had little fire ants that they are continuing to monitor just over time to make sure it was completely eradicated. And Papakolea, I think not so much up in the mountain area in like around Tantalus where I usually have, but down in the lower areas by the high school has also had an active site where they're trying to get under control. So it's just like the October is the time, you know, that agencies want to remind everybody if you have a yard, if you routinely bring new plants to your property, it's a good time to just test. There's free tests available online that you can order. They'll get you the free test. You just, you know, put some peanut butter on sticks, collect some ants, and freeze that, mail it back to them so they can collect that information. What I've been telling people is also it's equally important to them to know where it's not. So even if you don't think, you know, you're you don't think you have little fire ants, which is great. It's equally helpful to them to know that they're getting samples from areas that they can rule out of places they need to watch. So if everyone could do that test, it'd be really great. I'll put some contact information for that to get a free test and do that as well. Actually, I was giving them out. They actually gave us some free things for the community resource fair. So if you want to make it quicker, anyone here can also contact my office and we can get you some free tests. I have a bunch left over that I was planning on just giving out at other things. But if that's quicker for you, I'm happy to do that as well. And also, lastly, just a reminder that this Saturday, the 25th, is Drug Take Back Day. Prescription drug take back day. This is when, you know, if you have leftover prescriptions, you just need to kind of clear out of your medicine cabinets instead of, you know, like throwing them out in the trash where they can kind of get into the environment. There's going to be sites around Oahu that you can just drop it off, you know, and they'll dispose of it safely and properly for you. The nearest site to us is at the Hawaii State Capitol. So if you do the drive-by on Baratania Street by the Father Damien statue, they just have, you know, like that little tent in the pull-up area from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. You can just come by and drop off anything, go off and do the rest of your errands. And I'll put information to a flyer in the chat for that as well. That's all I kind of had. If there's any other questions or something I can take back, happy to do so.
Thank you so much, Representative Takinuchi, for your report. Board members, do you have any questions for the representative? Please voice your... Yes, Ms. Easley, please go ahead.
Hi, it's for me. Representative, you've been so great with helping us with trees in the past in our stream. This past week, there's been 2 trees that we actually heard crack and fall. And I do believe a big portion of it is in the stream currently as we speak. And I'm just worried now with all the rains. Maybe we should have someone go on down the stream just to take a look and see. It's not in our property, but it is in the empty lot behind us.
Okay, I'll make that report and see if someone can go out there and take a look. Yep, no problem.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Easley, and thank you, Representative. Other board members, do you have any other questions for Representative Takinuchi? Please feel free to speak.
Hi.
Yes, Ms. Young, go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Speak.
Okay. Am I next? Oh, wait.
Ms. Young has the floor. Go ahead.
I also got a note from Carol Fukunaga, Senator Fukunaga in the Makiki district about the fire ants. And she did say that you could also call the Department of Ag and they will send somebody out and fumigate for you beside getting the test kits.
Yes, so correct? Since we are trying to keep this under control, if you do, you know, if there's a confirmed infestation of little fire ants, the Department of Agriculture and some of our partners are you know, divvying up responsibilities so that they will send people out to help with the eradication, to help stop the spread. But these are for confirmed cases only. We need to confirm that they're there on the property before they'll send out the fumigators. They won't just, like, you can't just call and just ask them, the fumigators, to come and do the work. Someone out, it needs to be a confirmed infestation, but they will help with that, because we are really trying to stop the spread. It is actually very dangerous, you know, the very painful stings, like, you know, pets can go blind. So we are really trying to stop the spread on Oahu.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Board members, any other questions for the representative? Yes, Ms. Easley, please go ahead.
Raising my hand for Paula. Go ahead, Paula.
Yes, Paula, go ahead.
Hey, you, fleas in the Nuʻuanu Valley Park, need to be checked regularly because we have cats, and I'm getting calls about people getting bitten. So they might need to look at the Nuʻuanu Valley Park for fleas. And as far as the other stuff, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think I covered it. Sorry, my brain is gone.
I'm not sure if you heard her, but she said that there's fleas in Nuʻuanu Valley Park.
Yeah. I can let the Department of Parks and Recreation know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Board members, anyone else with any other questions? If not, any members of the public have any questions for the representative? Hearing. Oh, who is that? Mr. Smith? No. Larry Smith? No. Anyone else? No? Okay. Thank you, Representative Takinouchi, for your informative report. We do
Thanks,
appreciate
everybody.
your attendance tonight. And thank you for having us at the fair. We had a good time. Okay, we are down to item number F, federal elected officials and any other elected officials. Do we have anybody from the federal government here to report? Seeing that they have a closure of offices, I don't think so. So we will move on from that item. Lastly, we have item number G, Office of Hawaiian Affairs. They have requested to be on the agenda for a third time, but I do not see anyone from OHA here tonight. Do we have anyone here from OHA to make a presentation of their quarterly newsletter? Apparently not. Okay, I will move on to item number 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought I heard somebody. No. Okay, meeting minutes. Did everyone have an opportunity to take a look at the draft minutes for September 16, 2025 and offer any amendments or corrections? Nope. To take this opportunity to take a quick look at the minutes and provide any comments.
I'll contact the representative of the Senate.
And if you don't have any comments, then I will.
Paula said she didn't receive the minutes.
No.
Paula said she didn't receive the minutes in the mail.
Yeah, so she called me this morning.
I'm sorry?
She called me this morning, so Paula called me this morning to let me know.
Okay.
So I'll follow up on that.
Paula's the only one that didn't receive a copy of the minutes. Does anyone else have any comments? Okay. Hearing none, would it be inappropriate to ask if we could pass the minutes as they stand, irrespective of Paula not being able to see it? Or do we have a dissension from Paula? Would Paula like me to defer this to the next meeting so she has an opportunity to look at it? Or may I just take this as everyone has approved it and we will move on? And the minutes will remain as they stand? I'm sorry, was that Paula?
Paula, what'd you say?
I said correct.
She said correct.
She said correct? Okay, so if we, do we have any objections to the minutes or any any amendments or corrections, please please speak now, or I will take it as the minutes will be approved as they stand. Going once, going twice. The minutes will be approved as they stand, which is uncorrected. Thank you. Last up, not last up, but item number 9, presentations, 10 minutes per speaker. We have someone here from the wireless telecommunications facility at 2313 Nuʻuanu Avenue by Network Connects. It's Robin Pahelehua, project manager, to inform the board that the wireless facility is located at this TMK. Robin, are you here in the...
Sorry.
Hi. Oh, Shane? Yes?
Yes. So my name is Shane Visitation. I'm here on behalf of Robin. She's my project manager. So I'll be doing the presentation.
Okay, please go ahead.
Let me go ahead and share my screen. You let me know if you can see that.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay. So, good evening, Chair G, members of the Nuʻuanu Punchbowl Neighborhood Board and community members. I'm Shane, and I'm employee of Network Connects, presenting tonight on behalf of Crown Castle. I'm here to present the information on the proposed wireless telecommunications facility modification in the Nuʻuanu area. So according to the Honolulu Land Use Ordinance, when minor permits are required for certain types of projects, the applicant is required to present information on the project to the neighborhood board for the area. So as part of this requirement, notices were sent out to the owners of properties surrounding the subject location to notify them of our presentation tonight, and we will be incorporating any community feedback received during this meeting in our application for these permits. Crown Castle currently owns the existing wireless facility at the Honolulu Central Seventh-day Adventist Church on Nuʻuanu Avenue. The existing 80-foot pole is camouflaged as a flagpole and houses antennas behind stealth paneling for added concealment. The antennas within belong to T-Mobile, formerly VoiceStream, way back in the day, and were originally zoned in 2003. Crown Castle will be submitting a minor modification to the existing conditional use permit, as well as a new heights waiver and building permit for this project. The property is located on the northeast of Mauna Ala Royal Mausoleum and northwest of Kapena Falls and Pali Highway, and southwest of Community Church, Honolulu.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Will you be changing the slides? We just see the title slide.
Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was changing it this whole time. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, we just see slide 1.
Oh, okay. Let me
put it in the slideshow.
Oops. I don't know what I just did. Let me stop sharing and redo this.
Okay, try again.
Sorry, I have 3 screens going on. And now I can't tell what I'm looking at.
It's okay. We still see you.
Okay. Let's see here. Maybe if I just...
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Site location. Can you all see this? Okay, please proceed. We see slide number 3, site location.
Okay. Yeah, so that's where I was basically saying, it's northeast of the Mauna Ala Royal Mausoleum, northwest of Kapena Falls and Pali Highway. Did that change for you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
Sorry. To give everyone a clear understanding of what Crown Castle is proposing, this is a screen of a top-down view of the existing 80-foot flagpole and the 13.5 by 14.5 fence compound. This next slide here, you'll see a plan showing the proposed 80-foot monopine. So the existing fence compound will be expanded by 6 by 14.5 feet to accommodate the installation of the new pole. The antennas will be installed at the top of the new pole and would be concealed by pine tree foliage. And this is an elevation view. It shows the existing pole on the left, which is the flagpole, and the proposed monopine on the right, which is slightly taller than the existing flagpole, and it's just to accommodate the use of a tree topper to give it that full monopine look. The supporting equipment for the facility will remain within the fenced compound at the ground level. This next slide here is photo simulations. The left side is a view of the existing compound. And the right is basically the proposed design. As part of the design process, several critical impact factors were considered, including the presence of the existing wireless facility at this location, environmental and zoning issues, as well as the aesthetics of the site design. The monopine stealth design will allow for co-location of other wireless carriers, which may reduce the number of towers, new towers, or facilities needed in the surrounding area. The proposed stealth pole will blend well with the surrounding valley and will continue to conceal the antennas from view. This is another view from northwest of Nuʻuanu Avenue, and it again shows how it will blend into the surroundings. So the site has been designed to be compliant with all federal, state, and local building and electrical standards and FCC regulatory requirements and standards. Construction of the project will not begin until after Crown Castle obtains approval for approved building permit, and the contractors working on the site will be required to follow strict federal, state, and local safety standards, including OSHA standards and best management practices throughout construction of the project. The site will not generate any fumes or solid or liquid waste, nor will they generate any significant noise from normal operation. The site will be unmanned, continue to be unmanned and unoccupied with maintenance as needed by a limited number of personnel. So the project won't generate any additional traffic in the area. And on behalf of Crown Castle, I appreciate everyone's opportunity to present this evening. If you have any questions on the project, I encourage you to email my project manager, Robin Kahalelehua. I have the email, her name and email address on this slide as well. And if you guys want, I can go ahead and put that in the chat.
Thank you, Shane, for your presentation. Board members, do you have any questions for Shane about the antenna project? Please speak up. If I don't see you, raise your hand.
Jill.
Looks like, yes?
Yes.
Yes, go
Hi,
ahead.
I just have a quick question regarding that pine. Is that pine real, or is that one of the faux pines that blocks the tower?
Oh, it's
That's
fake.
in the picture.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
it's all fake fake pines.
Other board members, do you have any other questions? Yes?
Chair, I had a
yes,
question.
Yes, go ahead.
What is the substantial change here? Are we, other than obviously the aesthetics, but is there a change of signal strength for the area or that sort of thing? What are those changes?
The monopole design, monopole, the flagpole design that they have really limits the what the carrier can do as far as like the amount of equipment that can be placed on it. So at this point, you have 3 antennas that are concealed on that single flagpole. As technology advances, as more people are using their devices on the road and in their homes, um, the carriers basically are looking to upgrade their equipment to be able to handle the demand that the public needs. So the monopine does two things. It allows them to add more antennas on top of that, on top of the pole, the monopine, because it allows for more equipment to be on there, but also stealthed by the pines. And then on top of that, if there's any other carriers that also want to bring their equipment into the area, there will be no need to put another pole somewhere else in the neighborhood or put it on top of someone else's building, because that allows that the pine design allows for co-location, which is basically what DPP prefers over building new stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Board members, do we have other members with other
Ray?
questions?
Paula does as well.
Okay, Sylvia first, then Paula. Sylvia,
Oh.
did you have a question?
Yes, I couldn't see the screenshot very well on my screen because I'm reading closed caption on the bottom, and that's how I can tell what's I'm understanding more by reading the closed caption. But where is exactly 2313?
That's the shucks. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the church offhand.
Yeah, if you go past, I'm sorry, if I could just jump in. If you're driving towards, Malca, you see the mausoleum, and there's a Seventh Adventist church.
This is going to be by the cemetery.
Little bit farther down.
Yeah.
It's
Seventh-day Adventist.
Farther. Yeah, the Seventh-day Adventist church.
It's by Craigside?
No.
Oh, farther down. Yeah.
It's on the
kind of like
cemetery side?
The cutoff, like where if you're gonna go like Kaneohe or the cutoff before the Baptist church.
Oh, it's by the Baptist church in that
area.
Baptist
school, like what? Not Baptist.
The Baptist school.
Hawaii
Baptist Academy.
Yes, sorry.
The Upper Campbell. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. It's right by that sort of that clover leaf. Okay.
It's opposite Kawananakoa Place.
It's off Kawananakoa Place. It's on the left side.
On the right side, going Malka. One lot above the mausoleum.
It's by the church. The community church and the Seventh-day Adventist church.
Yes.
It's the Seventh-day
Adventist
Adventist
right next to each other. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want, I can pull up the map again.
No, it's on our side of the of Nuʻuanu Avenue. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Any other questions? Oh, Paula. Paula, did you have a question?
Yeah, Paula has a question.
Please go ahead.
In the past, hello?
Yes, go ahead.
In the past, we've had the same situation going on in Nuʻuanu, where you've made poles, etc. Not you, but different people. With one at Wakanaka and coming all the way down to Poly. The question is it going to be close to a school? Is it going to be close to people? It can be eradicated as far as all the radiation from the telephone and all those things that go on. We've already had that go on at one church here in Nuʻuanu and a school in Nuʻuanu School, many years ago. And so how is that going to affect the people and the children? Because you got my school right there. And is that going to affect them? or
network
is
connects
that
can be
just gonna go blare down into the other side of of Nuʻuanu Avenue? Because if we're gonna have another radiation up in this area, you're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna be very upset. Thank you.
And is the preschool still there at Saint Seventh-day Adventist
Oh, I have
in
no
the back
idea
there?
about this. I've been there to do the site audit, and the couple times I was there, it was during the day. I didn't see kids, but honestly, I have no idea. What the
Right in that
church
back
does.
area, they had a preschool since we used to go to the preschool, or my nephew used to go to the preschool there, so I know that there's kids there as well too.
Well, as far as the site safety,
Yeah,
nothing really changes. The facility is there. Essentially, the design is changing. The same FCC safety guidelines are being met. The sites are audited. The way the antennas operate, carriers constantly, it's out in a constant observation to make sure that they're all running properly and safely.
You have not mentioned where the roofs are, who the roofs are, what companies are on the roofs, because we already
Oh,
have some of that in
yeah, I
Nuʻuanu.
can't speak to any of their sites that could be in the area. I'm only here to.
You can't speak to that. Why can't you? Who are they?
Oh, this particular site is owned by Crown Castle, and T-Mobile is located
They
on.
are.
So this
Okay,
particular
follow up
site.
answer you. Sorry. Go ahead,
No,
sir.
this particular site is owned by Crown Castle, which is a large company that owns the basically the poles that carriers will come in and rent space off of. And at this time, T-Mobile is the one carrier on this site.
Members, anybody else with any other questions? If not, I shall move to the public. If we have anyone no one in the public audience is here.
Mike.
Oh, Mike, last question.
Yeah,
Please go
thank
ahead.
you. From where I live, looking out my dining room, that flagpole, when they put a flag up, is just beautiful. How it just waves in the midst of the valley. So I'm wondering, will they replace the flagpole, or they're just using your materials to be added to the flagpole? Would mean that they could not use the flagpole anymore. So,
Oh, the flagpole is being removed. So
yeah,
yeah, in the design, the pole is sitting
aesthetically, it
outside
doesn't
of.
look well for the valley, and plus, it's right next door to a very historical part of our native Hawaiians.
Correct.
I agree 100% with Mike on that. I think it's
Yeah.
very sad that the flagpole is being moved and the aesthetics of that.
That's like Wakanaka. They have roofs up there. Same
Well,
thing.
here's another thing that brings up my question, and thank you, Ms. Chair, for allowing me to just speak on this very lightly. The benefit comes to the income generated to the church, and lots of companies, lots of condominiums have similar stations on top of their buildings, and they generate a good amount of income. So I guess we'd be depriving a church to receive that to offset their costs. And so that's a different way to look at it, but it is just beautiful when they have a flag up. It's just wonderful. And I feel real good about the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you. And it is their property. Board members, anyone else with any questions? If not, we're going to thank Network Connects for making their presentation. And I think we've provided our comments to you from the board members. And thank you again for reaching out to us and letting us know what's going on in the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Next up is the board business for discussion. 5 minutes per item. Item A, update on Pali Highway transportation projects. I did not see Mr. Ryan Nakata in the audience. I did invite him. Something must have popped up. So he is not here to present to us items number 1 through 5 relating to the Pali Highway. So my apologies. This item will probably have to be carried over to the next month. He did say he was going to be attending, but something must have come up. So I will move to item number B, Community Resource Fair. We've already discussed that with Representative Takinouchi. Thank you again, Member Smith, for bringing the banner. Member Lee's not in attendance tonight, but he brought a tablecloth and candy and tea to pass out. It was a lot of fun, just the 3 of us. We met a lot of people, and I'm sure there's other opportunities where other members can participate, but it was a really good experience. Item number C, Punchbowl Cesspool Projects. This is left on the agenda for Mike Lum to provide comment. We do not have anyone invited to present anything from the city or the state on the cesspool projects. But Mr. Lum, do you have any comments for this item? I left it on
No
the
updates. We're still pooping in holes up in here in Punchbowl. So.
Okay.
I
Thank
have
you
a
for that.
comment.
Paula
Yes.
has a comment.
Go ahead.
Mr. Mark Oyama was supposed to be speaking tonight about the wrong things that were happening on the poly as far as the noise, which is driving everyone crazy. He wants to have cameras put further down, all the way up the poly, like the vineyard might have, and get everything settled down that way. Mr. Yelma, I'm sorry because I didn't call him. He probably forgot. And I wanted to make sure that everyone knows that if you can get some cameras in, like everybody else has, that we might
Chair,
be able to stop some of this.
I don't think this has anything to do with cesspools. We're supposed to be on cesspools, right?
Paula, we kind of moved on, but we will leave this on the agenda for next month, and we can, you can restate that
What is
again.
a cesspool?
That's the next line item. It's a cesspool.
We're on item C. Holy Highway was item A.
Paula doesn't. She doesn't have her
Oh yeah, she doesn't have her agenda.
agenda, so that's why I'm trying to walk her through it. But I think she's a little bit behind in listening to what the agenda is.
Okay, Paula, we're gonna leave item A on the agenda for next month. You can also restate that comment next month if Mr. Oyama doesn't attend.
What is number A?
Number A was Pali Highway Transportation Projects, but I stated earlier that Mr. Ryan Nakata is not in the audience, and Wood Street and all the other items were all listed under this item. So
Sounds like deal. Kind again. Sorry.
then we moved on to item B, which is the Community Resource Fair. Now we're on item C, Punchbowl Cesspool.
Actually, this is the resident, Mark Oyama, if I may, just a brief moment.
Okay, we're going to revert back to item A then, but we'll leave you. Yes, go ahead and provide a comment.
Yeah, I just thought that maybe maybe next time you could maybe make a comment that if someone is not present, maybe earlier in the meeting so that we could know and then just leave for next time. I mean, it just as a convenience to us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't.
If not, that's fine. I was just making a suggestion.
No, I'll take your suggestion, but when I did mention item A, next time, please just speak up. Like, I'm here. I would like to comment on item A.
Oh,
okay.
Mr.
Oyama.
But I mean,
So
I was asking that maybe it would be good if we could have known that Mr. Nakata was here earlier on. Maybe like near the beginning or the middle of this meeting, or at some point, so that we could just know that they're not in attendance, so we could log off.
Normally, we don't do that because we don't look through the membership. But if I do, I'll try to do that next time. But no guarantees.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that comment. And I guess since I'm on this line, I'll just say briefly that, you know,
Sure.
they said they were going to redo the noise test. So I gave them a, you know, bunch of comments on what I thought was done incorrectly. It was quite a bit more than I actually revealed last time. So I'm not surprised that, you know, they didn't really have time to, you know, verify everything yet. So that, you know, that's probably, that could be why they're not here. I'm not even sure
Oh,
they'd be ready next month either, but I haven't gotten any response from them.
okay. Well, he did respond to me in email saying he would attend tonight, so something must have come up. But
I
yeah,
see,
I'll
I
keep it
see.
on the agenda. I definitely keep it on the agenda for next month. Same place, same
Okay, yeah,
time.
thank you very much. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, members, I'm going to move back to item C. Mr. Lum, did we finish with your comment?
We were long gone with this. We're ready to
Okay,
move on to D long ago.
thank you. Okay, thank you. Item number D, everyone, I am on Nuʻuanu Valley Park. This was request to dim the park lights, the how and monkey pod tree trimmings. The park's representative is not here. I will definitely try again to extend an invitation to have them come and attend, as well as call someone from Queen Emma Summer Palace. Does anyone in the audience have any comments before I move on?
I do.
Yes, please, Mr. Ellis, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to find out if maybe that was an error in the minutes saying there was a request to dim the lights, park lights. I think that could be an error because the request was to have better lights replaced. And but maybe you can go have your person just check to see if that was an error in the minutes.
It probably
Basically,
was yeah.
okay, let me just say that basically, I think there should be improvements to the walkway, and that right now they've replaced one walk light, and I don't know if they did that just to see what it would look like, and that one walk light is right next to it's next to a side, it's lighting up a sidewalk area that is the first handicap stall, and it looks great. We should replace all the walk lights with that one walk light, if I could recommend that. So, or at least suggest it to you, and then you can go forward with it. The other part of the item D deals with the how tree. And the how tree, as I mentioned, this is like the third month I mentioned it, and nothing's been done, or no one has admitted who's responsible for the how tree. If you remember at the last meeting, I said that the how tree was creeping along the grass now, where a how tree should be lifted up. It looks like a canopy crawling along the grass. And if you go to other places where they have a how tree, it shows the roots and everything. But it more so for this area, it just presents a problem with homeless people that are living under there, or drug illegal activity happening within the brush of the how tree. So it needs to be cut, needs to be lifted up. This is probably where we had an incident just 2 days ago up at Puiva Lane, where a homeless broke into a residence and frightened the residents, and he was all bloody and all this other stuff that's went on. But I think that's where a lot of the homeless live, and so we have that problem to deal with. The monkey pod tree trimming was in reference to my request that the parking lot lights be a brighter light, and to cut the canopy of the monkey pod trees under the light, so we would have no obscured of the lights shining on the parking lot, because we really need good bright parking lot lights, not with the branches leaning under it. So that was my request. But they've been in the park. They've been cutting trees along the fence line, and that's good. but they need we need to remind them again. So whoever is responsible for that, as a board business, maybe we should move it up to the residents' community concerns. I don't know. So you folks decide where we would have some accountability as to who's responsible for it. Thank
Mr.
you.
Ellis, may I suggest that you also bring this up with the city representative?
Oh, I
It's
have.
related to the park.
I have for the last 15 years, and nothing's been done.
What about
I reported on 911, and it's still on there.
the council member's representative? Did you try talking to
I've
them?
talked to the council member Del Santos and someone in their office about some of this stuff. So, yeah, I'll keep pushing on it, but I thought we would have some influence from the neighborhood board, and that would be helpful.
Chair,
Yes.
this is Zoidel. I'll add it onto the mayor's report for next month
Okay.
Oh, okay, that would be helpful.
for follow-up.
At least multiple places.
Go ahead, Paula.
That'll be great.
Can I?
Yes,
Can I
go ahead.
speak?
Please. Go ahead, please.
I agree very much with Mr. Ellis. It's gone on too long. But the other question is, when you talk about certain things on that park level, you need to know which property is responsible for what. And if it is Queen Emma Summer Palace that's responsible, that's up to them to cut it. And if it's city and county, it's up to them to cut it. So what I'm saying is the line needs to be to decide who owns what on that part, and then get it done that way. Each one be responsible for whatever the other one
May I
doesn't do.
interrupt? You've mentioned this many times. I think if we mention this to the
Yes,
city,
thank you.
they will tell us what belongs on their property and work from there. We'll work from there.
Right, but nobody's decided the property line.
We'll work from there. Thank you. Okay. Do we have any members from the public that want to comment on this item? If not, let's move to item E, annual in-person board meeting. To request an in-person board meeting once during the year, select the date and location. Members, do we have discussion on this topic? I would like to suggest that we select a date and location. Perhaps I would like to either select or mention that we work one of our elementary schools, and we can request Zoidel to take a look at the pricing for the schools and to see what's in our budget. Members, I'd like you to comment on which elementary school you want to meet at. I would like to try to meet at Nuʻuanu, but that's for selfish reasons because I live close by. If you want to meet at Paoa, you can throw that out as well. This would be the item to discuss. Do we have anyone that wants to bring this up? Any comments? We could meet next month. Well, actually, we probably need more time, so maybe in January or February. I think we have March off. Does anyone want to provide any comments or discussion?
Chair,
Yes, Member Lemon.
I'd just like to put in a vote for Poa Elementary. It's kind of centrally located.
Okay, Paoa Elementary has been nominated. Anyone else?
Chair,
Yes.
if I could, I know this is kind of out of the way, and I don't know if it could happen, but if we could meet at the Papalea Community Center just to kind of make a showing in that community, maybe it would help give some interest and for people to join the board from there. Just a thought.
Okay.
Thank
Member
you.
Smith throughout Papalea Community Center. Any other locations, members?
A lot of times Queen Emma's Summer Palace allows us to meet there. We meet there for the OI meetings, and then I know they have hula and a lot of things there as well too. So maybe either Queen Emma, and then I love the idea of Nuʻuanu as well. for selfish reasons.
Nuʻuanu, okay. Anyone else? We have 4 locations so far. Yes, please go ahead.
Question.
Is
Paula
that
has
Paula?
a question.
Sure.
I just want to make sure that it's physically ability for people in wheelchairs. Now I'm not sure about Kapapolea, but
okay.
I know for Nuʻuanu it is good, and for Paoa it's really good. So I remember a man named Kentora. He got Al something or other. He got that Paoa school, which was really good, and not where we had to go to that one next to the pool where everything is termite eaten. Thank you.
Okay. So we have good comments or and Nuʻuanu Elementary School because of accessibility. We're not sure about the rest. Anyone else have any other comments?
Ray.
Yeah. Yes.
I would go along with Mike Lum's suggestion of Paoa and Paula's suggestion, because for one thing, Paoa is where we used to meet. That was our regular spot that we met for years. And a lot of people that were coming to Paoa were older people, and it was very accessible for those older people in the community to come. And I do every so often bumped into the residents on Lower Pacific Heights, said that they wish the meetings would come live again because they'd like to come to the meetings because it was accessible for them. And the parking was good, and it was accessible for the fire department and the police department to get to Paoa, and there was a lot of parking, and it was lighted. Whereas Nuʻuanu Elementary, there's a lot of dark spots. And, in the parking area. So I really do like the Paoa one, and not because it's in my district, but basically because it was the most convenient for the neighbors that wanted to attend the meetings.
Okay. Point well taken. Anyone else? If not, shall I go through the list and people, how should we select this? Should I go through the list and people just say yes or no? Or I'll just say how many no's.
Can we
I'm sorry,
check
go ahead.
for availability?
The cost.
There's no point in voting if there's some places aren't going to be available.
I agree.
Which ones would you like me to check for availability? Okay. Here's the items. Here's the places that are on the list. It's Paoa. Zoidel, sorry. Would you mind checking on these? It would be Paoa, Papakolea, but not sure if it's accessible or not. Queen Emma, Nuʻuanu Elementary. I think those 4 places.
Those are 4, yeah.
Yeah. If you don't mind checking on those. Oh, yes, Member Smith.
I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of, interest in going to Papakolea, so we can drop that. That's fine.
Oh, I would love for Papakolea to be a candidate. So
why don't we just check it out?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too, because I like your idea of getting more people from that area as well too. So I think that would be great.
Okay. I will say that if I could, in the past, another issue was bus accessibility. That is the site being available on the bus line. So I don't know if that would be an issue with some of the schools, but just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, this will be for the one-time meeting. our annual meeting, and then we can discuss from there if you wanted to have in-person meeting. But okay,
Thank you.
Zoidel, so this would be Paoa, Papakolea, Queen Emma, and Nu'uanu Elementary. Thank you, Zoidel.
Okay.
Hey,
Is there
You
a
get
month?
prices.
question.
Yeah.
Yes, Paula.
When?
Oh, sorry.
Are there going to be cameras? Are there going to be cameras for homebound?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Are we? Yes.
Yes.
Cameras?
Yes.
Okay.
Chair,
Yes.
do we have a prospective date, like
Yes, that's
the month that we're going to do this,
Don't
or
have a prescriptive date.
okay? I mean, obviously, probably it has to be at least a couple months out, but I just
Right.
wanted to throw that out.
Would everybody?
Like maybe you should say March or something. Well, March we're in recess, so I don't know, April.
How about April?
Something like
How about April? Is everybody okay with April or May?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why don't we have Zordel check for April or May or even June? Okay, Zordel, would you mind doing that?
Will do.
Thank you. Yay, we have a plan. Okay, and lastly, Charter Commission request for board comments and amendments. This is item number F. This was added to the agenda. It was mentioned earlier by, was it Kim Hashiro or Lisa Leonardo?
Yes.
One of the city representatives mentioned this in their report. It's the time for the Charter Commission to request from board members like us for comments on charter amendments. They want to hear from the community. I encourage you to go to the website. Member Ellis brought this up. He highly suggests that we take a look at this. So go ahead and go to the Charter Commission's website. There's two forms, one to propose amendments for the charter itself, and the other is just for boards to provide comments. So please go to that website, take a look at the charter, look at the way the city's organized, and see if you have any comments on how you think it should be. Now's your chance. It's only every 10 years. So now's your chance to speak up. You can even talk to your neighbors and see what they want to provide input on your behalf. So do we have any comments? I thought I heard
Yeah.
somebody. Yes, Member Smith.
If I could, I think the last day to submit initial proposals is November 7th. So this really wouldn't be a board proposal. It would be the city charter commission is soliciting proposals from everybody. So they're just putting the word out, and just so you know. So there's really not enough time for us to come back together and decide on anything. Just so we're clear.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Any other members have any comments? If not, it looks like. Oh, do we have any?
Can I say something?
Yes, Paula, go ahead.
It's not concerning that. I'm thrilled with everybody's thinking about those things. But I was wondering if I can report that Nu'uanu, our Dowsett Circle, will be having on Saturday a dog parade at 10 a.m. with dogs walking around the Dowsett Circle in costume with their people in their costume. And then prizes will be given out to every person and refreshments following at 155 Dowsett. That's the 25th. It's Saturday. Also on the 31st, Halloween, we will be having trick or treat for the whole area again, Dowsett Circle. And we're trying to get as many kids in that might want to do trick or treat, get dressed up. But we want to make sure that everyone's safe, so HPD will have officers, but also maybe undercover. So parking will be limited. It'll be from 4 to 8 o'clock. So anyone with a costume on, come and visit the Dowsett Circle, which goes all the way around in a horseshoe and ends up at Poly Highway each time, of course. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a good chance to see Dao sit. So she jumped into announcements. The next regular board meeting is for Tuesday, November 18th at 7 p.m. Does anyone else have any other announcements to share with the community? Board members? Members of the public? Thank you. Very patient. It's 9:34. It is time for adjournment for the meeting. I really appreciate you all attending tonight. There was really good discussion. And get your costumes ready. Halloween's coming up, and we'll see you in November. Thank you, and have
Thank
a
you,
good
Chair.
night.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Thank you to our new assistant.
Thanks,
Okay,
Paula.
good night.
Good night.